Alright YouTubers, what's happening? Got another Battlbox. Looks like we just did a Battlebox video. It's because the November box was a little late. Now the December box is on time, which is great for the holidays. So this month is Mission 46, and it's called the Gear Box, and that's a pretty good explanation. It's pretty much just a random box of gear. Not really a typical theme behind this one, as usual, but there's a lot of good stuff. So let's get into it. Battlebox Basic is 25 bucks. Your value is 47 bucks. The first item are these Pathfinder Panther Vision button adhesive lamps. So these are pretty cool. So you basically take these, they're adhesive, they stick to something, and you turn them on and you have a flashlight. So you could use them for like, one thing I thought of was a gun safe. If you didn't have a good lighting system in your gun safe, you can, so you just flip it like that. You can just stick it to the top of your safe or something, and you got a little lamp to look at things. Same with like anywhere that you need like a dark cupboard, a locker, or something like that, and anywhere you need light, you can just stick these guys on there. And pretty sweet little things. Their LED is 13 lumens, so they're not crazy bright or anything. They will last 17 hours on a battery. Pantry, boats, lockers, RVs, toolboxes, garages, etc. So anywhere you kind of need extra light. So there's a whole 6 packs of those guys. Next item up is the OST Operator Survival Tool. This is actually pretty slick, and this is designed to go inside your grip of your AR-15. Either your forward grip or your actual pistol grip. And I'm sure this would actually fit in a AR grip, but why not just show you? Alright, sorry about that. I had to grab my AR pistol. Love this little gun, and you're not going to be able to see much of it because it's all zoomed in, but you can see the mag pull grip there. Boom. Fits in there perfectly. So what has the OST got on it? Well, it has a ceramic sharpener. Well, that's actually the wrong end. That's where you put the tools into. You got your 3 tools here. Ceramic sharpener, your scraper, and your ferro rod. So, what is this for? Well, this is to scrape out your bolt carrier, just basically to clean your AR-15. And it is a ceramic sharpener, so you can stick this guy in here, like so, and you can sharpen your knife on it, like so. So you just sharpen up your knife, there you go. A couple strokes on both sides and you're good to go. So you got a ceramic sharpener, you've got a scraper for your bolt carrier, and you can also use the scraper on the ferro rod. So if you stick the ferro rod in this little guy and use this, you can scrape it and it'll set sparks. I'm not going to do it on my table here, but so actually a pretty cool little item, guys. So you got a ceramic rod, a ferro rod, and a way to clean your firearm out in the field. Which one of these goes where is the question. This one goes on top. Oh yeah, so you put that back on with the rod and it holds it in place better. That makes sense. So that fits inside your grip, which is where mine's going to stay. Pretty cool. That is a $25 value. Next item up is the BattleTech gear straps. These are a luckily, grip open on my AR. BattleTech gear straps. Hook and loop straps designed for organizing paracords, wires, cables, gear, extension cords, you name it. Lots of uses for these. I've used things like this for cable management, like in a home entertainment system. Basically just whatever you're going to put in, and boom, voila. Definitely would work really good for paracord, especially like if you have a bunch of paracord in like your bug out bag or something, and it's just, you know, not in some sort of spool. This would be a really good way to keep it all organized and together. So these are really cool little straps, and these are $5 value. I need to get me some more of those actually. Those are pretty slick. And next up is the Quick Seal Wound Spray. I've actually never seen this before, but I've used a similar product to this, and this is a good thing to have in your first aid kit for sure. These guys, I actually have some of these on the box here. They talk about these nosebleed plugs. My daughter gets a lot of nosebleeds really easily. Those work really well. So basically, this is something you can use on your minor scrapes, cuts, abrasions to stop bleeding. Stops bleeding fast. Shake can wheel, hold 6 inches from wound area, spray wound area, and uniformly to form an elastic membrane on top of the wound. So, good thing to have in your first aid kit, guys. So like I said, this box has a bunch of random stuff, but it's all really good gear, so that's what's fun about it. Alright, next up is the advanced box. Let me put some of this stuff back, and then we will grab the items for the advanced. Your cost is $50, your value $107.48. So let's look at what we got. 2 items from Lord & Field. That's what's in the advanced box. One of these items, well actually they're both really cool items. Okay, so the first thing is a dry bag. Not a lot to talk about here. This is a 20-liter dry bag from Lord & Field. And essentially you put anything you want to keep dry in this bag. It's really not a hard concept to understand if you've ever used a dry bag before. They work really well. You can submerge them in water, and as long as you seal them up properly, right here at the top, with these buckles and such, actually that's the bottom. The top is up here. Anything you want to put in here will stay dry. So, very cool item to have, very useful, especially if you're out camping or if you're hunting or anything where you want to keep gear dry. That's going to work really well. That's a $25 value. The next item though is one of the coolest things in this box, I think, this month is the Lord & Field Multi-Lens Professional Range Glasses. So this couldn't come at a better time because my range glasses are crap anymore, and I bought a new pair and lost them, so this is sweet. So got you some nice range gear, rain glasses. Oh, those are really comfortable actually. I can see them being pretty comfortable with headset on too, with ear protection. So you get your standard frames and some lanyard to put on the back to keep running your, what are these used to be called, man? I remember people used to wear those all the time. But you've got multiple different lenses that you can swap in and out for different lighting conditions. Like yellow if you're maybe doing some trap shooting, some orange, red, blue, and really kind of like a smoke, almost if you're out shooting outside, you could almost wear those as sunglasses / shooting glasses, which I do a lot of shooting outside, so that is pretty awesome. But what's awesome, more awesome, is everything fits into this little case. So you got all your different types of glasses and lenses, and then they just slide out of this frame. There's really no specific instructions on how you do that though, so that's interesting. But very cool range glasses, bunch of different range options. I'm sure it's as simple as just sliding them out of the frame. Maybe they clip in. Oh yeah, look, yeah, you just slide them out like that. And then you just slide them in like so. Once you get them out and swap them out. So you got some nice range glasses in a nice hard case. Very, very cool item. So that is a $35 value. So tons of value in the advanced box this month. Over double of what you're paying. You're getting value. In the Pro, we have the Gerber flat iron and a Corona folding saw. Now, I was stoked when I saw the Corona folding saw because I actually have one of these already. So the first item again is the Gerber flat iron. So let's talk about that first. The saw takes up quite a bit of space here. So let's jump into this Gerber. Some odd packaging for a knife. Get your little Gerber thing here, and it is a that's all zip tied in there. Just on that end. And then the pocket clip on this end. There we go. Alright, this is a monster. Look at this sucker. It's a big one. The Gerber flat iron. Big old stainless steel frame lock. One of the oddest looking pocket clips I've ever seen, but whatever. Got a nice choil up there to choke up on this pocket butcher knife. Got an aluminum handle here. Yeah, pretty cool actually. Thumb hole opening. It's pretty stiff. It's not going to like flick open or anything. But otherwise, a pretty cool knife. Another cool addition to the box, the Gerber flat iron. Get your overhead travel stop here. No mention of the blade steel on this guy, which is interesting. Just some random item number or model number. It's a pretty big knife though. But all the knife guys out there, you get multiple knives in a box. Nothing wrong with that. This is the aluminum flat iron gray. See if there's anything about the steel that we use on this knife. That's just your limited lifetime warranty. So no mention of the blade steel, so it's a mystery. I'm guessing it's a Chinese like 8013 type steel, maybe a 420 American steel, but pretty good sized knife. Got a nice forward choil there, and you got yourself a pocket butcher knife. And look at that thing. I don't think we're getting that sucker to flick open. Nope. It's got a stiff detent. And it's almost a two-handed opener. Wow. I thought I got it a second ago. Nope, there's no middle finger flick going on either. I feel like the pocket clip's in a really bad place. It's putting pressure on the lock bar, which is making it hard to open. So it's almost like you have to two-hand open this knife. Maybe we can loosen up that pivot a little bit. That pivot's got some serious Loctite on it or something. It's not moving. Gerber, Gerber, Gerber. There we go. One-hander. Got the one-hander open on that one. Oh yeah, there we go. I think I did loosen the pivot a little bit. It's starting to smooth up. So Gerber flat iron is a $37 value. That's part of the Pro box, and the other item is the 10-inch Corona razor tooth folding saw. These lock, which are awesome. I've got one of these. I use it in my yard all the time for trees, and I've used it out camping and such to cut down, firewood. It works well. I think mine is. I actually might have this exact one. I know it's around this size. It may be smaller. It may be like an 8-inch. This is the 10-inch. But I know that these work awesome, guys. They're used a lot in agriculture and stuff. 10-inch folding pruning saw. But they've kind of got a pretty good following now in the bushcraft community and stuff for being a really good folding saw. So I have a few folding saws, but this is definitely a brand that I love. The way this has, what do they call it? Razor tooth saw technology. It's folding saws can differ on how you use them, like if they're a push-pull or just a pull. And I believe this one is more of a pull, but it works really well. It is one of the best cutters I've had. And these come with a lifetime warranty, and they're made in California. Well, at least the Corona brand is in California. I'm not sure. Oh, made in Korea, actually. They even specify. Good for them. California company, made in Korea. Corona folding saws are great, dude. They're really good. So that is a $25 value. So you're up to $170 with the Pro. Last but not least is the Pro Plus Knife of the Month. And we get a nice little real steel fixed blade here this time. Exclusive set for Battlebox, it says. I've seen this knife before, though. Oh, look at that. You get you a nice clean cloth. Get you a blade with a sheath and an extra belt clip attachment. Made in China. Says it's got a Scandi grind. We'll talk about that. Designer is Ostapel, which I believe he is a... There it is. 440C. I was looking for the steel on this one. I've seen a few of these in 14C28N. They use D2 in some of their models, which I would rather have had D2 than 440C. and a day. But we'll stop Hell Design. This is a Bushcraft Zenith is what they call it, Zenith 2. Now this is not a true Scandi, FYI. It's not zero ground. It does have a small micro bevel, but it is sharp. Oof. It is super sharp out of the box. Oh yeah. Nice and sharp. The good thing about 440C is it's a good stainless steel, and it has decent edge retention. It'll be easy to sharpen in the field. I always kind of look at that for my field knives. I do love 3V. That's like my favorite fixed blade steel, but because it's really, really tough and has good edge retention. But it's got better edge retention than 440C, but it's a little harder to sharpen in the field. So you got a nice full tang blade here, some good jimping up here. Definitely really, really comfortable handle. G10 scales. Really, it doesn't look like it'd be very comfortable, but it's very comfortable in the hand. It feels great, actually, in the hand. So like I said, there is a small micro bevel on this, not a true Scandi, which not a lot of knives are unless you're buying a Mora of Sweden. Nice sheath though, I like the sheath system. It's got a nice dangler loop here, a nice button closure. Kydex with a fire steel here. Does it have a 90-degree spine? Yeah, it should strike it. Didn't feel terribly sharp. You can always improve on that. I like how they gave you the fire steel, then they yeah, that's pretty slick. I like that little setup there. I like that a lot, actually. That little shot cord on there to make it easier. Let's test this out. Yep. So it will throw a spine, so that is a pretty good sized a spine. It will throw a spark. I don't like to do that on my where I do my videos, but it'll definitely throw a spark. You just got to get some of that crap off of there. But the knife definitely throws a nice little spark, so that's good. That would have been disappointing for a bushcraft knife not to have a 90-degree spine. And like I said, I love, love, love this shot cord with the on the sheath. So the sheath system is really nice. Got a dingler, or if you want to use, and it's got good retention, really good retention. If you want to use, oh my gosh, the feels are 17-minute long. Ramble. If you want to use a clip instead, you can. You can remove the dangler part and use this as a belt clip, and you have multiple different ways, different angles you can carry this. So cool that they gave you options. So that is the Real Steel Zenith 2 Bushcraft Zenith 2. That is a $125 value, and you were looking at a total cost for the knife of the month at $150. So really, you're getting everything else for 25 bucks, which is a really good deal. Considering you get a saw, you get another knife, you get the dry bag, the shooting glasses, the all the other stuff that came in the basic box too. That was really good. So overall, a pretty cool box, different, kind of not a theme necessarily to it, but overall a really cool box. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.